Hey everybody, it's Linda from Linda Takes It Back, and today I want to give you an update on my week 2 post-op VSG surgery. If you're interested, please stay tuned. Okay guys, so this is my second time trying my stats. I wrote it down, so please bear with me. My name is Linda. I'm 5'4". I'm 51 years old. I don't even like saying that out loud. My surgery was May 17th, 2019 at the Hospital of the University of Pennsylvania. And my doctor was Dr. Dumon from Penn Bariatrics. My highest weight ever was 223. When I started this whole surgery process or pre-op surgery process, I was 217. At the start of my pre-op diet, I was 210. And at my surgery, I was 201.1. Last week, I was 194.1. And this week, I am 190. So that was a loss of 4.1 pounds this week. So let's see. So that's a loss total since my pre-op diet of 20 pounds and since I started the whole process of 27 pounds. I was on Weight Watchers a long time ago, and I was on Weight Watchers. It had to be over a year before I actually made my goal weight once at Weight Watchers. I think I lost 23 pounds in over a year. I had this Excel spreadsheet and it like averaged out my weight loss over that whole time, and it was 0.25, a quarter of a pound to a half a pound a week was what I lost. And I was like starving myself. I was working out 4 to 5 times a week at the gym. I would run out of my points and have to like have root beer for dinner because I was dying for root beer, and it was either root beer or dinner. And I was just like, it was tough. It was tough. And to see this kind of result is just kind of amazing. It's also, you know, when people say don't buy clothes, don't buy clothes. Because I thought this will be great. There's like this big sale going on. So I'm going to buy, I looked up places, which I actually like my idea, but I would wait until after the first or second week to actually do this. So I looked at places that had really good return policies like Kohl's and Macy's, and they both had 180-day return policies. So my idea is to find something I liked and get it in 3 sizes. So I got like an 18, a 16, and a 14. And so I would be ready for the summer because I basically couldn't fit in anything. Once I was done the pre-op diet, everything was already getting loose So I had these pair of shorts that were great that I saw that were tie at the top. So I'm like, these are awesome. They're exactly what I'm looking for. So I bought those, and I have kept all of those. I am in the 18s right now instead of an 18W, and they're terrific because they're just a little tight, which was a little tight when I was swollen, but now they're fitting really well. And I also have 16s and 14s, and I think I bought like 2 colors of each. So with Kohl's, I got the 30% off. I used my Ebates, and it was awesome. I got Kohl's Cash and all that. So if something happens and you wind up skipping a size super fast, you can return them. I also bought some swimsuits because we belong to a pool and we're going on vacation in July. My doctor's office said 8 weeks before I can go in the pool. But I know a lot of people, other people was 4 weeks. So I don't know. I have a month, another checkup in a month. I'll get into that in a minute. So I can ask them at that time if they're healed up enough, my incisions. So anyway, I bought bathing suits too, because with the plus size bathing suits, you can't find hardly any of them in the store. So I bought all these different options, and that didn't work out so well because my family voted and they decided they didn't like the pattern that I bought, which I thought was really pretty. It was like a coral with like a white floral design, and apparently that was a no. But I found the same exact swimsuit in a silver on the top and black on the bottom, and it does look really good. So I had to like lose some Kohl's Cash to return that, but I returned like the 3 different sizes I had bought. And I kept some other options. I don't know if I'm going to need them all, but it's good to have them for the summer. I don't know how quickly I'm going to lose weight after this once I start eating more. So anyways, that's my clothes issue. I also bought from Old Navy, I bought some sundresses that were like swing dresses, But when I tried them on there before surgery, they were kind of big. And after surgery, I'm like, I just lost 20 pounds. There's no way. But I returned them and they had other options there. So I just got a large because they're so flowy that it just needs to fit on the top. So I think it'll be fine. I was going to get the extra large, but I want to kind of prepare for later in the summer. Cross your fingers. So that was no problem to return them either, which was really great. The big issue that I have going on for this weekend is that I'm going to a wedding in Annapolis for a family member, and I had bought a dress before the surgery. It was listed as a 14-16, but it was from Avenue, and so it was really like an 18. And I thought, you know, it was not tight in the belly, but it showed my belly, and I thought, oh, I'll just lose enough weight that it'll flow really nicely. And I put it on, I'm like, I don't think I like this dress. I think it's way too big, and I don't think, it doesn't taper in at all. And I showed it to my mom, and she's just like, you look like a box. And so it was nixed, and everything in my closet was nixed. And I had one dress that I loved that apparently I bought a long time ago and still has the tags on it, but if it was in a month, I would definitely fit in it, but not yet. I'm like, oh, it's making me crazy. But my friend, my best friend came in the clutch, and she brought over like 9 dresses, and 2 of them looked excellent. And I was able to find shoes to go out. I had to get shoes because I don't have dress shoes either. I do events, I photograph events. I don't go to them because I'm always busy on Saturdays. So I found shoes to match. So I'm good for the weekend. I'm doing great. I'm not on any pain medication. If I am on any pain medication, it's not because of my stomach, it's because of my back. And it's just been my left shoulder blade yesterday was just killing me. I put a TENS unit on for a little while, and that helped. But I kind of need my husband around to do that, and he's at work. He's happy to see his friends at work again because he's been home for so long. So yeah, I've been having problems with that. My fibromyalgia isn't going crazy. I'm also not exerting myself that much. I'm starting to get back into the swing of things. Cooking dinner, and a couple of times cooking dinner, I'm like, I go to like eat a string bean. I'm like, no, throw it. And I went to go pick up a carrot with ranch, and I just like licked the ranch off of it when I realized I couldn't have it. It was kind of sad. But luckily I didn't eat it because that would have been bad. So I also, this morning I noticed I was able to sleep on my side. Like, I'm a side sleeper or a stomach sleeper. So I was able to sleep on my side without it pinching or anything. Not that I couldn't do it before, but I had to do it really carefully, and I don't even feel anything now. And I actually in the morning turned over to my stomach for a few minutes just to like see, and I'm like, okay, that's enough, I can't do it. It didn't hurt, but I was just afraid to squish myself or something, but everything is fine. I still have a little bit of bruising. I can show you my incisions actually. Stand by. I think I have like 1 steri strip left. Let me back up a little here. But they all look pretty good. So I just noticed this bruise. I don't even know if I had it before, but I just noticed it. And here all the steri strips came off. It does feel like there's some, I forget what they would call it, over the incision, like skin growing over the incision. And it sounded like the doctor at my 2-week checkup said that was normal. And this was the troublesome one that really hurt a lot, and it's totally fine now. This bruise is still here. The bruise doesn't hurt. Nothing hurts. They're getting a little itchy though. And that's like, I'm like, don't scratch, don't scratch. Okay, so I had my doctor's visit at day 11 because they allow you to have it between day 10 and 14. And because I'm going to like a satellite office of Penn Bariatrics, that was the day that the surgeon was in. So it worked out perfectly. I met with the dietitian, I met with the nurse, and I met with the surgeon. And really the surgeon didn't really have anything because I didn't have any complications or anything. So it was all going well. I did ask them about, I've been getting cold, especially right after the surgery. I got really cold and I feel a lot colder than everyone else. And they said it could just be from the trauma of the surgery and healing. They said to get my thyroid checked, but this wasn't something that was going on before the surgery, so I don't really think it's an issue. And it seems to be tapering off a bit. I'm not like in sweatshirt and sweatpants with goosebumps anymore. I'm just like, hey, it's really cold and everyone else is burning up because I turned off the air conditioning again. Oops. I felt really bad because I have house cleaners that come like once every 2 weeks, and they came and I forgot, and they were like running around and cleaning the house, and I had it like turned off. It was like 75 in the house. I'm like, I'm so sorry, when I went downstairs and realized. Okay, so I'm allowed to drive again. I've been going to pick my kids up at school and back, and that's been great. I went to the grocery store today. I also went out to lunch with my friend, and this is like a little tip that I thought I'd share with you guys, because I was like, you know, I really miss seeing my friends, because it's been like at least 2 weeks, and then I had the pre-op diet, so I couldn't do anything then either because it was all frozen foods that I had to pre-purchase and eat exactly what they said. So I guess it's been a month. So I wrote to my friend that I was going grocery shopping, and I said, do you want to meet at Wegmans? And I don't know if you have a Wegmans around you, but it has a really nice cafe area and a huge buffet and lots of soups. So I thought, well, let me go and I can pick out a soup. They've got to have a soup, right? So they had like 6 or 7 soups. They had a ton of soups, and at least 3 or 4 were like a brothy kind of thing. It was like an escarole and like a red lentil, and then they had the chicken tortilla, and that's what I got. I tried to get more broth than, you know, the contents, because I'm on puree now, and it was fine, and it was really flavorful. It took me forever to eat. I watched her eat like bread and a double size. And she was done, I think she was done before me. And I just went really slow because I did feel like it's a little spicy. It wasn't spicy, but it was flavorful. So I just took it easy. And I got a water, but I just held it in my purse until the half an hour passed, and I could drink it when I got into the car after grocery shopping. So I did go grocery shopping, and I was freezing in there, freezing. I have to remember to bring something because I have no ability to control my body temperature anymore. And, but when I got out, I had brought some bags, and I'm thinking, oh man, they usually load these up, and I had to not load them up because I could only do like 10 pounds. So I was trying to, I got things I could put just over my shoulder, and then lighter bags. And I did say something when they're packing them, I can only carry 10 pounds, so we'll split this up. And that worked fine. I just made more trips, and my back is kicking up because of it, but not my stomach. I didn't feel any kind of pain. I was trying to be careful when I lifted. So that was good. I think I stayed under that weight limit, and was trying to be careful. It's weird food shopping because you're like, oh, we could have that. And I'm like, no, I can't eat that. Oh, we could have that. I'm like, no, can't eat that either. So I'm buying for a dinner for my husband, and I'm buying dinner for my kids because they're super picky, and it's like meatballs and chicken nuggets and pizza, and that's it. So it's like 3 meals now instead of 2 meals. And you know, my husband's making a lot of his meals, so that's really great. I had made some stuff in advance, and then he'll make a burger, or last night I got to make tilapia because that's on our pureed food list. I was like looking at the list, I'm like, oh my God. So it's super soft, and I bake it. I get the tilapia loins from Costco, and you just defrost them in, you know, medium water, and then bake them in the oven with a little bit of butter. I did garlic salt and tarragon. So it's like my favorite thing. And that's the first thing I wanted to have when I got on the puree diet. And so I also love this Trader Joe's eggplant spread, but it is chunky. So I just pureed it in my NutriBullet, and I put some aside. And when I split up the tilapia, I put some on, I measured it all and put it on top. And then I saved some because I can just mix that with whatever I want. It's great, and I'm so excited. So some things I've made so far in my puree stage, like today is supposed to be the start of my puree stage, but my stomach has been hungry, really hungry, people. So I started a little early, just testing out what I could have. They said I could have an egg. I felt like the egg, maybe I wasn't as ready for. I tried to make it like a soft egg, but I don't like runny egg, and that was just kind of disgusting. So I had an egg 2 days in a row, and it just kind of went down like a chunk. It felt like a chunk, even though it was so soft and so little, that I'm like, oh, I'll just try it again next week. I'll take a little break from that. So instead of starting off my day with an egg, I'm starting off with a protein shake. And seriously, even with the straw, it takes me, oh yeah, I added a straw to my protein shake because I couldn't get it down. And I had watched Chemistry Queen. If you haven't seen her videos, they're amazing. And I started from the beginning watching her first week, second week, and third week she added the straw because she couldn't get her protein shakes down. And it really is a big help. But it still takes me about 3 hours to get a whole protein shake down. Even if I'm like really trying, sipping and sipping and sipping. It took me, I started at 9 o'clock and it took me till noon. So I just skipped the whole egg thing. And yesterday it took me 3 hours too. So some of the things that I've made was a tilapia with the eggplant spread, and I made a sweet potato mash. I think I did Erica from Time to Shrink's recipe. I only did a little bit of artificial sweetener because I felt like it was so sweet and so delicious, and I'm not a fan of artificial sweetener, so I didn't want to ruin a whole batch of them. Okay, so what else? I did tilapia, I did the sweet potato, I did the ricotta bake where I added some protein to that too, and that's delicious. And okay, so last night I did something that I usually make for my family, more my husband, because you know my kids don't try anything. I do the Instant Pot, and I did like 3/4 cup broth, and I cut up my chicken breast into pieces and put it in there, about a pound, and then I covered it with the Baja Citrus Grill Mates, and not a whole packet, maybe like a few tablespoons, and a little bit of taco seasoning, and then I baked the chicken, and then I pureed the whole thing. So, I also put some cream cheese on the top, like 4 ounces of cream cheese, like I do for my queso chicken, just to make it a little creamy kind of soup. And it was pretty thick, but, excuse me, still a puree. And I separated them all into the little containers, and the bigger containers I was able to put a little cheese, Mexican cheese on top, and they're pretty good. I mean, it's very chicken flavor, but that's what my doctor's office wanted me to do for puree. They wanted to make sure I got protein with every one. And their schedule is for me to do 3 meals a day with the half an hour waiting after, and then still focus on the liquids. So it's not something I can have a ton of right now. Okay, so the foods talked about. So my challenge for this weekend is the wedding and what I'm going to be bringing. I don't know how weird it's going to be not eating at the wedding. I can't drink. I'm just going to bring as much as I can. You know, I did the funeral last week, so I already kind of had a run through on how this is going to work, but now I can actually have yogurt and pudding and all things like that. So I thought what I would do is bring the cold foods to the actual wedding, because I can easily have that with a spoon, and my protein shake and my water and maybe some Powerade. The grape Powerade is so much better than the blue. Powerade Zero grape. It's no problem to drink. The blue, I was like, this is disgusting, and forcing it down. Grape was awesome. So I'm just gonna pack a ton of stuff. At our hotel, they have a refrigerator in the room, and they said microwave available, limited quantity upon request. So I called them like a month ago and asked them if I could have a microwave. So that way before I leave, while we're getting dressed, I can have like an actual warm meal, and then just work on my liquids and like have the evening meal be something that's not hot. That's my plan. I'll let you know how it goes. And hopefully we'll have a good time. I'm looking forward to it. I'm a little, on a different topic, a little worried about my pain from my fibromyalgia and how I'm going to manage it, because like right now my shoulder is just like kicking, and all I can take is acetaminophen. I have my TENS unit. I have things like Myoflex, and I have Voltaren, which is a topical NSAID, which isn't a problem because it goes in through your skin. I haven't had great results with it resolving my pain, so we'll see how that goes. I also am trying some CBD oil. I haven't had it since surgery. I thought I'd wait a while, and so see how that goes too. So I hope you all have a great weekend, and thanks so much for checking in. I hope you'll subscribe to follow my journey. I'm sorry I didn't get the tools video out yet. I had to make some deadlines with my work as soon as I got back. So I made that deadline yesterday and I was excited, and then grocery shopping. So I will try to get that to you sometime next week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.